And the two teams are back onto the field to see whether they can deliver some goals that can fetch them the maximum 3 points. But so far, it's been a very tough one. So let's see what the two teams are made of in terms of the second 45 minutes. Accra Hearts of Oak will get us underway very soon. And there we go. And dear Wusie Taylor's partner, Kwame Boateng, is warming up. We will be seeing him in action soon. And these are two gentlemen that can get you goals as and when you want them.
Exactly. Kwame Boateng having 7 goals, and dear Wusie with 12. And both are very dangerous in and around the 18-yard box. And I'll expect Coach Agitated to unleash Kwame Boateng anytime soon.
Well, they'll be joined by Sadiq Al-Hassan, who will also start warming up pretty shortly. And so from all indications, you can tell that Coach Augustine Adote would not only want fresh limbs on the field of play, but would also want to see some goals being scored here.
And that man in your shot, dear Wusie Taylor, would want to look more lively and into the game. He has not been served with the right passes. And look at him, brilliant flick. And Omar Bashiru will turn 360 degrees and still win a free kick for Karela.
Yep. Culprit was Abdul Manaf Umar. And Kaleba Mankwa will make sure that Ben Mensah makes a safe save. Accra Hearts of Oak will initiate an attack from the far left. Doesn't go too far. It's picked up by Augustine Randolph. Free kick quickly effected. And dear Wusie Taylor fighting for the ball. He's been penalized for that tackle.
It's all about the tempo and the rhythm of the game. It's been totally slow. You'd want to see more urgency from both sides. And I'm sure Coach Ivas Adote, as experienced he is, he will want to push his boys to perform so well in the second half. He really needs 3 points here.
Hearts of Oak reorganize themselves in defense. This is Radio Vuka. Long searching pass, Manaf goes down. And it's a stern warning to Evans Safo. Hearts of Oak, on the other hand, are third with 33 points. And so a must-win situation for Accra Hearts of Oak if they would want to enjoy the leadership role as far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned.
And talking about Karela, they have scored 26 goals, but they have conceded 21. And at home, they have looked solid, playing 10, winning 8. They've only lost 1 and drawn 1, but they have scored 19 goals here at the Campark.
And it's a forward thrust. Chance gonna begging. And those are the keen faces of the reserve players waiting for an opportunity to come on for the Phobians.
And you look at that run again, and Victor Edu couldn't blast one home. It wasn't on target. And Radio Voka was in an offside position.
Solid header by Caleb, headed away by Ovuka. Bashir has other ideas as Karela come forward. Lovely cross into the 18-yard box, headed out by Radio Vuka. A cross was from Asedu. And Augustine Randolph fighting to keep the game in possession. Well, he loses that fight. There will be a goal kick advantage to Accra Hearts of Oak.
Karela are not pushing men up front. It's only Berko and, of course, dear Wusie Taylor. But dear Wusie has been isolated. And so you would want Ivas Adote
That nearly resulted in the unexpected.
Oh my word. And Diawusie is telling his players, his colleagues, come on, push up front. We need to pressure House of Folk. That pressure nearly resulted in a howler for Ben Mensah.
It nearly did. And quickly, Ben Mensah would also initiate.
We will see the replay again. Ben Mensah with that pass to Caleb. Caleb giving the ball back to Ben Mensah, and he nearly gave that ball to Diawusie Taylor. Diawusie Taylor putting that pressure on Ben Mensah.
Meanwhile, another initiation of an attack. Diawusie Taylor gets his head to it, but there's no support coming thereof.
But Prince, if you're a House of Folk fan, the worrying signs away from home is that House of Folk are not scoring enough goals. They have only managed to score 4 goals in 9 appearances.
2 players go down, and the referee gives that advantage to Diawusie Taylor. Strong tackle coming in from Nuru Sule. And the fans not too happy about that decision. We'll find out why in the replay in a second.
We see the replay here. Nuru Sule with a mistake, and just as Diawusie was pouncing on that move, he got blocked, and he wanted referee Jacob Adutera to probably caution Nuru Sule.
Free kick advantage to the home side. Let's see what kind of options they'll come up with. Augustine Randolph is lurking around. He moves away. Omar Bashiru can strike from a distance. Asedu is waiting on the near side. Free kick is on. Omar Bashiru headed away by Muftau. Corner kick advantage to Karela.
That was a good cross for Omar Bashiru, and he was looking for the danger man, Diawusie Taylor. That time the ball was headed out by Fatau. Good header.
Samuel Asedu getting ready for the corner kick. Muftau headed away. Corner kick floated in. Free header by Diawusie Taylor. Oh, that stylish back kick did not work. So Accra House of Folk have been let off the hook, and an opportunity to start another attack. Caleb, ball doesn't go too far. Bashir brings the ball down nicely. This is Ajiman. Ajiman sends in the shot with the left foot. Hits the side netting.
And Caleb Amankwa seems to have had a hand at his jaw. He is okay now. But at this moment, if you are the coach of House of Folk, you would want your men to push up front. So far, we've seen nothing up front in the second half for House of Folk.
Afutu lets up a pass and finds Fatau. Fatau wins the throw-in the process. Accra House of Folk cross the center line, and they're coming forward slowly. Throw-in quickly effected. Salifu gets the ball again. Can he send in an inviting cross? Maintains his composure, sends the ball back. The cross is on. And the shot is fired from a distance. That came from Afutu.
That was woefully hit. And Emmanuel Afutu Benjamin Afutu rather, coming in for Emmanuel Neti. He has been quiet today, Afutu.
Ovuka goes down. Barnier takes over, but then gives the ball away. Now Karela FC. There's a strong surging run coming forward now. This looks good for the home side. This is Evans. Evans sends in the cross. No problems at all. Accra Hearts of Oak will let that run over the line for a resultant goal kick to the Phobians.
And Evans Adote would want to push more men forward. You look at the replay here, and that cross looking for Diawusie Taylor, Beku couldn't get there.
Lovely pass by Caleb. Daniel Efree. Ball kicked over the line. Substitution time for the home side, Karela. Pulling out Richard Berkun and Maxwell Boache will take his place. Out goes Richard Berkun. He's played his part. Maxwell Boache comes in. Maxwell comes in with a lot of speed. And he runs quickly to take his place as the throw-in is quickly effected. This is Umar Bashiru. Asiedu. Two players go down. One of them was Prosper Avo. He was one of the few players that kept his head above water in the days of Pando Heart of Lions. Prosper Avo. Good to see him switching from the Volta to the Western region. This is Salifu Ibrahim. Plays on the pass to the near side, finds Fatau, plays the 1-2 with him. Fatau gets in across. Missed Manaf's head. And nothing really comes out of that for Accra Heart of Oak.
But that was a lovely 1-2 from Ibrahim and Fatau. And Fatau getting that cross. It wasn't a perfect cross, but Hasofo couldn't make the most out of that chance.
The chap who just came on, Maxwell Boache, in the offside positioning. And
here you see the cross from Fatau. And it was boiling in the 18-yard box of Karela. But Hasofo couldn't utilize that chance.
Good skill by Afutu. Accra Hearts of Oak have the advantage as they surge forward. Ibrahim Salifu was brought down. Ball lobbed into the 18-yard box. Quite a dicey situation now. And Accra Hearts of Oak, Salifu passes on. Radio Vuka sent in the cross, dealt with in the heart of defense. And a quick clearance by Maxwell Boache. Doesn't go too far. And the home fans getting a little bit agitated. They would want to see goals in this game. And when we got into town, Jude, and as we rode around town, you remember everybody was of the opinion that, well, if Kotoko came here to lose, then Accra Hearts of Oak would probably go down the same tunnel. But so far, nothing of that has happened.
Well, of course, Kotoko came here to win, and Hearts of Oak probably trying to emulate what Kotoko did, but they have not shown promise. They have not been at their best here. And when we went around town, Karela were in full confidence that they were going to beat Hearts of Oak. It has not panned out how they were probably looking out. But Karela themselves have not looked so dangerous today. They have not played with that mojo, that tenacity and confidence that they used to play anytime here at the camp park.
Flag went up for offside again. Maxwell Boache.
See that long kick, Praise. And was he offside? From commentary position, you said no. But assistant line 2, Stephen Balanguena says yes.
Salifu, Afutu Kote, Patrick Razak is on the loose. Trying to outwit his marker, but no. Ansar Fufro clears out. Throwing advantage to Accra Hearts of Oak.
You could see Samuel Bwedu urging his boys on, and he's telling them, come on, push forward. Maybe he wants a goal. He smells a goal here for Hearts of Oak.
Well, I wouldn't be too surprised, because that's what he's been doing since the match began. And there you have Samuel Bwedu again at it, you know, issuing out the instructions. Accra Hearts of Oak chasing their 10th win in the ongoing season, picking up valuable points from 9 wins, 6 draws and 5 losses, with a goal of 28 and a difference of 14.
Yeah, it's been the away performance of House of Folk this season that has been poor. When you score 4 goals in 9 matches and you concede 7, that is poor. And Samuel Boadu knows that.
Well, 60 minutes gone. There's still Karela nil, Haas nil here at the Crosby Awar Memorial Park, or the Cam Park. Captain Fatau. Karela clear their lines. Not too far though. Caleb Amankwa, his pass or clearance a bit awkward as Maxwell takes off on the far side. He's got Radi Ovuka to deal with. Radi Ovuka again scores. Full marks.
He has not put a foot wrong this afternoon. He's been strong, very determined, and he's playing at his best, Radi Ovuka.
Referee gives an advantage to Accra Hearts of Oak, and the fans are not too happy about that. Nuru Sule's claim was that there was a little bit of elbowing in the process.
And that was rightly spotted by referee Jacob Adutera. You see that arm again from Diawusie up in mid-air.
Long ball in by Caleb. Quick return. And there's a fight for it. Caleb goes down, wins a free kick.
And Prince, you see what is worrying for Karela? Anytime they put that ball up front, you see Diawusie Taylor surrounded by 2 or 3 House of Folk defenders, and it's been difficult for him. He doesn't strive on such play.
Yep.
He is not that player who can fight it out with, huge defenders. He will need that supply, but not such supplies from midfield and attack.
Yeah. Must be obviously worrying, especially from the technical bench, looking at the kind of opportunities that have been created and chances that have been missed.
Yeah, that was the arm. That arm straight into the face of Caleb Amankwa.
Caleb is okay. Only walks off to receive further attention. He'll be back in no time. Free kick by Fatau.
And you look at Samuel Boadu's body language. He looks frustrated.
Sadiq warming up for Karela. And meanwhile, this time the flag is down. It's a quick chase into the 18-yard box. Cleared out by Nuru.
Again, the final pass suspect. They managed to outwit the defense of House of Folk. For the first time, Radi Ovuka well beaten. But again, the final cross from Boachi, very bad.
And the final delivery was awkward. Karela United playing their first match day 21 game in the Ghana Premier League since 15th November 2020 when they had their first game in the competition. So far, so good for them. They've stood tall. There's a corner kick advantage to Karela. And the fans are getting behind their team. It's floated in. Ben Mensah to the rescue as he fists that one out. Ovuka wins a throw in for his effort.
And Karela is the only team that has amassed a whopping 25 points at home this season.
They've won almost every match here at home, and they've drawn.
Yeah, they drew against Ashanti Gold
against Ash Gold,
and they lost
against Kotoko. And that's a solid clearance out there by Victor Edu.
And Coach Ivas
I'm not too
Adote.
sure why
Evans Adote is angry.
Yes.
You see Evans Adote, and he's still annoying.
Wow.
And instructing
That was tough. It was a tough tackle.
Wow.
Ball kicked out. The chase is not on by Agitated Taylor, a bit too strong.
And Prince, a little bit of drama. Coach Evans Adote instructed Emmanuel Dia to wake up and go and fight for the ball after he was whacked
By
down
Victor
by
Edu.
Victor Edu. Wow.
Long ball in. Searching for the first goal. 65, almost 66 minutes gone here at the Camp Park in Njinase. And the Hearts player goes down. The referee says the game should continue. Thank you very much. Salif Ibrahim will turn on the heat. Afutu gets the ball back, and there he comes. Afutu Kote plays the back pass with, or the 1-2 with Razak. Unfortunately, Captain Fatah Mohammed just could not stop that.
Hazelfolk have really been good with the 1-2 pass, and you see the movement of the players have been good at it. Just left with the final pass, the final delivery into the 18-yard box has not been perfect, and for me, if they will get it right, Karela will be in trouble.
Still trying very hard to put the ball on the turf, create their own chances and move on. Karela United. The effort has not churned out any positive results.
And Adote will call for Kwame Boate to get ready. He wants to see that partnership between DOC and Kwame Boate right now.
Kwame Boateng has been a proven striker over the years, had a stint with Kumasi Asante Kotoko and also with Accra Great Olympics. It's one of the few players you can rely on really when he's in the 18-yard box, and he's formed a very good partnership with Agitated Taylor, and you can tell from the game that he has been sourly missed. This is Fatau, finds solace in Ben Mensah. Ben Mensah clears, it doesn't go too far. Bashir with a shot on target. It was a tackle from behind by Abdul Manaf. Referee was right there on the spot, and it's a free kick to Karela.
Again, a very poor kick from goalkeeper Ben Mensah. You would expect him to clear that one away from danger, but it was a feeble clearance. It nearly fell onto the feet. We see that clearance again, very, very poor. And Bashir wasted too much time in taking that drive, and he was impeded. It's a free kick advantage, Karela.
And Ajiman Dia is behind the ball. He could send a powerful one in. Ben Mensah deals with it, no problems at all.
Well, it was lacking power. Ben Mensah had it well covered. You see the free kick again. Well taken, but was lacking power. Was not going to trouble Ben Mensah on any day.
Certainly not. Karela United drew goalless with Accra Hearts of Oak, if you remember, on match day 4 at the Accra Sports Stadium. And should the match end goalless here, well, they would have shared the spoils both ways.
And the last time Hearts of Oak visited the Camp Park, it ended 0-0. Maybe they love playing 0-0.
Maybe they are shy of the field. So the fans still get behind the home side as Accra Hearts of Oak get this opportunity. Lovely bicycle kick clearance.
It has not been an entertaining game, Prince. We've not seen the pressure, we've not seen the tension. So we'll wait and see who has the last laugh Would it be House of Folk or Karela?
Manaf. Referee's whistle had already gone, but Hassan Fufro will take no chances. It's an opportunity for Karela to come forward now. Ajimandria has picked up a position on the left. And then they come forward. Bashir Umar, lovely turn. Lace on the pass. He gets to Asiedu all right. Captain Adai puts in a foot. And Accra Hearts of Oak pushing them back into their own half.
And that's good pressure.
Razak heads the ball out. It's a throwing advantage to Karela.
Well, I'll tell you what, Prince. Both coaches going for the kill. For Ivan Sadote, he's bringing on Kwame Boate. And for Accra Hearts of Oak, Kwajo Obin Jr. is coming to replace Victor Edu.
So like for like in terms of Accra Hearts of Oak. But they're pushing forward slowly. But surely now Accra Hearts of Oak have a lot of men committed up front as Victor Edu goes out. And Kwajo Obin Jr. comes in. Long throw. And referee would give the advantage to Accra Hearts of Oak. Free kick goes to Karela United rather. Umar Bashiru going down from that challenge from Barnier.
Kujobi Jr. has 4 goals in his boots this season for House of Folk. And it means he has goals.
Not one of the prolific goal scorers Accra Hearts of Oak would wish that he is. But gets the job done as and when it matters. And Karela all the way back to Ansan Fufro to initiate the attack. Long searching ball now. Nuru Sule in contention and thick of a first player goes down in the 18-yard box. Chance comes to Diawusie Taylor. The block, and there is the goal! Eventually, there are smiles everywhere as Karela shoots into the lead.
Well, persistency. It was against the round of play, but House of Folk putting themselves under pressure, and Nuru Sule, the culprit, couldn't clear that ball out of danger zone, and Karela will pounce on it, and that time it was Maxwell Boachi, and he took that ball really well, beating Ben Mensah. Mensah was rooted at the spot, couldn't even move, and you see that bad clearance from Nuru Sule. It fell first of all to Diawusie Taylor, but Maxwell Boachi will rush for the rebound. Look at it again. Very bad clearance. Diawusie pounced on it, but a rebound from Maxwell Boachi on his unfavorable left foot will get Benjamin Mensah rooted on his goal line. It's the first goal for Karela.
Of course, Nuru Sule didn't get a full blast of the ball, so couldn't clear the way he would have wanted to. But what a substitution by Augustine Adote. Brings this man on, and in a matter of minutes, he gets his name on the score sheet.
Well, in the first half, he was looking like a frustrated figure. Sometimes you look at his face and he looks confused. But he has been able to draw inspirations from his technical abilities. Very experienced. The assistant coach of the Ghana under-20 team, Ivan Sadote. Brilliant substitution. Maxwell Boachi on for Beko, and Maxwell has scored the first goal for Karela.
And I think for those who are interested in the lottery business, I can give them 2 sure numbers. Maxwell Boachi in the number 27 shirt scores for Karela in the 72nd minute. There they go again. Diawusie Taylor now getting a lot of action. Ben Mensah to the rescue. Now the grounds are on fire here at the Camp Park. The fans are really now raising their voice.
Well, the entertainment is up again. The fans are cheering up. They are in joyous mood. And you will see that replay again. It's the same player. It is Maxwell Boachi with a dummy, with a step overs. And he will unleash that thunderbolt. But goalkeeper Benmensa always had that one covered.
Corner kick advantage. Augustine Randolph. It's another header on target. And Benmensa again, the hero of the moment.
Benmensa will make 2 quick saves to keep House of Folk in this game. And that time, beautiful free kick for the corner kick. And that wonderful header from Omar Bashir. And you see that header again. My oh my, what a stop, what a save from Benmensa, keeping House of Folk in the game still.
Corner kick to Karela. This time will be taken from the near side. And Samuel Asiedu will do them the honors. About 6 white shirts in the 18-yard box of Accra Hearts of Oak, all eager to add to the tally. Asiedu with a corner kick, not the best of corner kicks, is headed away by Salifu Ibrahim. Shot is fired from a distance, and this time no qualms at all about the safety save.
And in the last 2 minutes, Karela, they have had 4 attempts on goal. 1 had entered into the net.
And that's some pressure for you from the home side. Barnier fights from behind to get to the ball. Trying to latch onto it, but it's cleared out by Karela. Nuru Sule gets his header on. It's a strong tussle for the ball. But Ivan Safu scores full marks and then finds himself in the offside trap.
In some few minutes ago, Ivas Adote was going to throw Kwame Boate into the game, looking for that opener. But before Kwame Boate could get onto the field, a certain Maxwell Boachi had put in Karela up front. Prince, if you were the coach, would you still bring Kwame Boate on?
Well, obviously he would want to take a look at the way the team would play after the goal has been scored. Injury worries for Karela United at this stage.
And as Karela are getting their injury situation sorted out, Coach Samuel Boadu will make his second substitution, and it is Michelle Sapon coming on for Manaf Abdul, and that is an attacking change.
Samuel Boadu believes that he still holds a certain wand that can manage a point at least here at Camp Park.
If Samuel Boadu and House of Folk loses this game, it will be 2 in a row. Since Samuel Boadu took over, he has not won a single away match.
Tall order for the Phobians, and you can see him putting a few touches together, telling the players exactly what to do on the field of play. Still a temporary hold up here. "78 minutes gone in the second half. It's Karela 1, Hearts 0.
So in this 12 minutes, you'd expect to see House of Folk firing from all cylinders. You want to see pressure. You want to see momentum where House of Folk could get back into the game, but maybe Karela have different ideas.
Well, all they need to do, push men forward, get another goal to cement their superiority, or fight hard to maintain that composure in terms of holding Accra Hearts of Oak at bay and winning the game with 3 valuable points. And for Accra Hearts of Oak, they would not have to rest. They would have to open up, get themselves back into the game, and then start thinking of a victory party.
So the question now is, can Karela end the winless streak here at the Camp Park today and put the mighty oak tree to bear?
Well, we've got about 11 minutes or so to answer those questions. Ball goes out into touch. Slowly but surely, Accra Hearts of Oak are fancying their chances of getting back into the game. Not with such attack as Karela stand tall, but then Hearts get the advantage. Also more of a hustle and bustle situation. And there's a free kick advantage to the Phobians. 10 minutes till full time. Karela lead by 1. Ibrahim Salifu positions the ball. He's the only one behind it, so I guess he will be the one to take the free kick. Ansah Fufro organizing his defense. It will be a left-footed free kick. It's floated into the 18-yard box. Ansah Fufro to the rescue.
Yeah, it was well defended. And Ansah Fufro, not panicking at all, will make a firm grab.
Ball sent in deep. Good turn. And Karela coming forward. Flag is up for offside. Maxwell Boache's footwork is good. And since he came on, he's brought on some form of impetus into the attack of Karela. Diawusie Taylor at his usual best.
You see Boache again, Prince. And since he came on, he has been the game changer. He had made sure Radio Voka is nowhere near him with those blistering runs and skill.
Plan that has worked perfectly. And I see Accra Hearts of Oak asking Isaac Mensah to get ready to join his colleagues on the field. Caleb in midfield. Spreads play and finds Salifu Ibrahim. Advantage will stay with Accra Hearts of Oak, but we'll have the quick change now. And Patrick Omotoyosi Razak is coming off. And
yes, Razak seems to be missing in the second half. I mean, he was very lively and the tormentor in chief in the first half, but of course in the second half you've not seen too much of Patrick Razak and Isaac Mensah, who have scored 3 goals.
Chance coming the way of Accra Hearts of Oak. The flag is, I beg your pardon, the whistle has already gone.
And Prince, as it stands now, Karela will move to 3rd position above Hearts of Oak and Olympics if they should hold on to that solitary lead here on 35 points.
From the way things are going, I want to believe that every match day we're going to see changes at the top and also at the bottom. That was the earlier chance coming the way of Accra Hearts of Oak, but Ansah Fufro made sure that nothing was left to chance. Long kick in, Caleb's header, and Ovuka will send it back to Ben Mensah.
So Coach Samuel Boadu have made 3 attacking changes here. We've seen Michelle Sapon, Isaac Mensah and Kojo Obin Jr. and both 3 players have scored 10 goals for Hearts of Oak this season. Michelle Sapon with 3 goals, Isaac Mensah 3 goals, and Kojo Obin Jr. 4 goals.
Potent attack, good enough to frighten any team on any day. But Karela now. Taylor tackle from behind by Salifu Ibrahim. And referee gives the advantage to Accra Hearts of Oak, much to the chagrin of the fans here. And Augustine Adote does not understand, but asking his players to play to the whistle.
Well, that's the nature of the game. Sometimes you get a little bit agitated and frustrated by the Knights of the Whistle. But hey, Jacob Adutera has been wonderful here this afternoon. He has exerted his authority on the game. And there's a change. Umar Bashiru has played so well. He nearly got a 2nd goal for Karela with that header. But Sadiq Al-Hassan will come on, the former Bechem United campaign. He's a good player.
We saw a lot of him. And I believe that today, if he had a lot more time, story could have been different. answer to the rescue with that save. Barring any time added on, we've got 6 minutes or 5 minutes and counting. Karela 1, Hearts 0. It could be sweet victory for Karela, the home side.
Yeah, it's been difficult for them since the start of the second round. And what a style it will be for them to end that winless streak.
Back pass to Ben Mensah. No pressure at all from Maxwell, Boache and Co. But they come forward yet again. And obviously, watching the offside trap, Maxwell Boache had to walk away from that challenge. This is Fatau. Fatau sends a long one in. Accra Hearts of Oak. Good work there. Ball headed down by...
and Boadu will seem to push
yes,
his men up front. I mean, he's motivating them, push forward. He's telling them, move forward. He needs the equalizer badly here, Prince.
Free kick is on by Salifu to the far side. The result will be a corner kick in favor of Accra Hearts of Oak. And for Stephen Abugri, who knows the Accra Hearts of Oak team very well, he's coached there before, and so he knows some of the tricks of the Phobian fraternity. And he's got smiles all over his face, even before full time.
I wonder why.
Well, he would be happy and elated that at least he's beaten his former club in his new background. Chance coming the way of Accra Hearts of Oak, and there they get themselves back into the game. Goal scored by none other than Kwajo Obeng Jr. 2 tactical changes made by 2 tactical coaches have resulted in 2 tactical goals.
Well, I told you, Samuel Boadu was bringing on those attacking talents. You know, when he brought in Michel Sapon, Isaac Mensah, and Kwajo Obeng Jr., I told you, these 3 players have scored 10 goals. And you see that kick again, that corner kick again from Salifu. And where was the marking? Augustine Randolph couldn't mark Kwajo Obeng Jr., but it was a brilliant header. A header from the heavens.
Header from the heavens. Right from the substitutes bench to glory. Karela 1, Hearts 1.
And the whole fans have gone silent again.
Well, that's the nature of association football. And just when he got the goal for Accra Hearts of Oak, Kwajo Obeng Jr. has been cautioned.
Oh, praise.
This was a much anticipated match for both sets of fans, especially for the fans of Accra Hearts of Oak who were looking forward to 3 points here. Yawusi Taylor heads the ball down. It comes into the 18-yard box. Clearance by Caleb. It didn't go too far. Referee says no penalty will be awarded, as the fans were yearning for one.
Again, nearly a mistake at the back for Hearts of Oak. Nuru Sule, together with Caleb Amankwa, seems to be making unforced errors. They were nearly punished again from that howler.
Throw in quickly affected. Accra Hearts of Oak are in the danger zone of their opponents. Augustine Randolph charging down the field as he clears his lines. And Maxwell Boache picks the advantage.
He has been a good customer for Avuka since coming on. And you see Avuka, again, we see that chance again. That strike from Safo. And Nuru Sule, in fact, Caleb Amankwa that time, hitting that ball against Afutu.
Ball comes to the near side. Can he get to it? No. Ajiman seems to have picked up an injury. Also, a quick twist on the slippery AstroTurf. And quickly, the medics have come to his aid. Game will continue. We're into the last minute. There'll be 4 minutes of time added on.
And Emmanuel Ajimandia seems badly hurt.
Accra Heart of Oak still moving forward. They believe that now that they're back into the game, they could get a winner and head back to Accra.
That header stopped everything Karela were planning after the game here. And the whole town are in total silence.
Well, we've got a few of the Karela fans here close to us in a commentary position. They're all not looking too good. They all have gloomy faces. Just when the goal was scored, they were all jumping for joy. And at least it would have turned the fortunes of Karela from losing their last 2 games out. And
remember my question, Prince. Can they end that winless run of games?
Well, we've got 4 minutes to decide. Game continues with a long kick towards the center circle. There we see a beat into it. In fact, he was dragged in the process by Caleb, I believe. And there's going to be a free kick advantage to the home side.
And Diawusie has huffed and puffed all afternoon. He has not had a sniffer of a chance here. Still probing and looking for that chance, Diawusie.
Well, it's another substitution. And they're bringing on a young player, Reginald Thompson, for Emmanuel Ajimandia. I don't think he recovered from that twist. So Reginald is on the field. Ball cleared out. Reginald, if I'm not mistaken, one of the younger generation players from Atram Devisa Academy. And also went through Accra Great Olympics. Now here's an opportunity for the Phobians. A shot on target. And Safufro had come out of his area, and Obenjinia wanted to catch him on the break.
Yeah, he wanted to catch him on the break, but you could see he wanted to chip that ball way above Ansafufro, but he didn't get the technique right. Obenjinia, you see that chance again. Look at him. He wanted to hit that one past Fufru, but he got it wrong, and Fufru will make no mistake. It's 92 minutes of action here at the Camp Park. It's still Karela 1, Hearts of Oak 1. Who will carry the day here? A long kick, Maxwell with a header. It's a tussle between Nuru Sule and Diawusie Taylor. Diawusie turning. Can he turn right? No. Ovoka, very strong. Kicks one up front, but Karela will return that one. Salifu looking for Barnier Taylor. Great turn. And Karela leaving dangerously. And Salifu will be cautioned for that tackle. Referee Jacob Aduntera dishing out the yellow card to Ibrahim Salifu. Kweju Adai. And that was that free kick. So it will be 4-match for Evans Adote and Karela in the second round, and they have not won a single game, and that is Evans Adote feeling the heat and the pressure. Just before kickoff, I asked him whether if he doesn't win this game, Karela would have lost their grip on the league title, and he says no, they are not under pressure. Certainly he is under pressure. Goalkeeper Benjamin Mensah suffering from some little bit of cramp. It's temporary hold up here. And Hasselfolk looks like getting a vital away point here at the comeback. It's been very hot, very determined game, but very cautious from both sides. Hearts of Folk undone by their own mistake. That man there, Nuru Sule, having a poor clearance, and the ball coming back to Diawusie, whose shot cannon off a defender of Hearts of Folk. And you see those two men there, W.O. Tando and Hamza Abdullahi, two assistant coaches for Hearts of Folk in a mini meeting. Play will resume, and it's a free kick, and Ben Mensah will kick a long one, headed out there. It's a throw-in advantage. Karela, Augustine Randolph looks for Boachi. He turns beautifully. He couldn't go. Ovoka looks solid on that tackle. It's House of Folk. Michel Kojobi Jr. couldn't get there. Salifu Kojobi. A free, yeah! Oh my word. What a strike. You will applaud that build-up from House of Folk. Michel Sapo Kojobi Jr. And that kick from Bania. You see the replay again. Bania with a wonderful strike, but great save from Yawan Safufro. That kick again from that angle. Oh, what a save. House of Folk nearly took the lead here at the comeback. It's a corner kick. Will be affected by Salifu Ibrahim. And some section of the supporters shouting, "Go!" Salifu. Salifu with a kick is being headed out. And referee Jacob Adutera will blow the final whistle for the end of 90 minutes here at the comeback. It has been a cagey encounter. Not that blockbuster. It has ended here to the sad faces of the Karela players, and that's Omar Bashir. Augustine Randolph lies on the turf, very disappointed. But House of Folk, hey, will go away to Accra with a point here. It has ended Karela United 1, Accra Hearts of Folk 1 here at the comeback. From me, Professor Jude Champon, the King of Bumper, together with Prince Annan, the Prince of Commentary. It has been a smooth sailing ride